I want to thank everyone for being here today. This is a very exciting day for all of us. I'm Marshall President Jerry Gilbert, and it's my pleasure to welcome you here today for this ceremonial groundbreaking of our new School of Pharmacy and also residential housing. I say ceremonial because you can see that we have already begun work. It's been going on for 3 or 4 weeks now, and we are excited about the progress that's going on. This will be our apartment building back here, and then on Greer Boulevard will be our new School of Pharmacy. I'd like to start by recognizing some special guests that are here today with us, and if you will please stand or wave your hand or do something so we can know where you are as I call your name. And I'll start with our members of the Marshall University Board of Governors, Chairman Wyatt Skaggs, Phyllis Arnold, Sean Ball, Vice Chairman Jim Bales, Oshel Crago, Tim D'Agostine, Jim Farley, who came from Cincinnati to be with us, Patrick Farrell, David Hayden, who came from Charleston, Christy Kinsey, Joe McDonough, Mike Sellards, Gary White, Faculty Representative Cam Brangmer, Staff Representative Carol Harula, and Student Representative Matt Jarvis. I especially want to acknowledge a couple of people, Gary White, David Hayden, and Christy Kinsey. Gary, of course, was the interim president when this project was conceived, and he was instrumental in getting this off the ground. I was talking to Gary earlier. It's great to see that we are in the process of building this school, this new building for our school. It's an exciting adventure we've been on, and it's going to be an exciting adventure in the future. David and Christy spent many hours as part of the committee working on the project, and I was in on some of those committee meetings, and I can tell you they had to do a lot, didn't you, Dave? And it was very time-consuming, but I think very worthwhile in terms of what we're going to have. These 3 individuals, board members, were very instrumental in getting this project underway, and I want us to acknowledge all 3 of them with a round of applause. I want to mention some other people. Congressman Evan Jenkins, whose ongoing support of all things Marshall in the city of Huntington has been critical to the success. Thank you, Evan Jenkins. Stand up and be recognized. Also want to recognize Aaron Spork, representing Senator Shelley Moore Capito, Susie Azevedo and Chad Story, representing Congressman Alex Mooney, Mike Browning, representing Joe Manchin, our senator. I think we may have some state legislators here. If so, if you would stand so we could recognize you. Okay. I want to recognize our provost, Marshall Provost Gail Ormiston, our dean of the School of Pharmacy, Gail Brazeau, former interim School of Pharmacy Dean Brian Gallagher, our founding dean Kevin Yingling, who is out of town and couldn't be with us today, but certainly was instrumental in getting this going, our dean of the Joan C. Edwards School of Medicine, Joe Shapiro, our Joan C. Edwards Marshall Health CEO Buffy Hammers, Kevin Fowler, who is not able to be with us today, who is the CEO of Cabell Huntington Hospital, certainly had a lot to do, and I wanted to recognize him in his absence, and also Mayor Steve Williams, who could not be here today as well. I'd like to just take this moment to say that Cabell Huntington Hospital and the city of Huntington are among Marshall University's closest allies and supporters. And it's due to the efforts of Kevin Fowler and Mayor Williams that have helped us get to this point, so I'd like to offer a round of applause in support of the city and the hospital. I will continue on my list of important people that are here today, and if I don't call your name, please know that you're also important. You just didn't make it on my list. Anthony Mena, chairman of our project partner Signet. Nate Randolph, principal at Edward Tucker Architects. Jake Ploger, president of PJ Dick, our construction company. Two individuals from Marshall Facilities and Planning, Randy Vaughn and Jeff Pratt. And Bill Bissett, who is the president and CEO of the Huntington Regional Chamber of Commerce. Today we are also joined by some of our outstanding pharmacy and medical students who will participate in the groundbreaking in a few moments. So would our fabulous pharmacy and medical students that are here with us today please stand and let us acknowledge you. I want to thank everyone for being here and for all of those involved in pushing this project forward. Today is a milestone in the history of Marshall University. Last week I was in Washington, D.C. at the State of the University, and in that address there, I said that I truly believe that Marshall and the city of Huntington are both poised for a renaissance. Great things are beginning to happen to shape up all around us, and I'm convinced that what we are celebrating today is the start of that renaissance. We will change our students' lives through these new facilities. There's no question about that. We're going to enhance their learning experiences and prepare them for a successful career in the health field. We will provide comfortable, affordable living accommodations that are specially designed for the needs of the graduate students and their families. And I stand here today to tell you that construction of this new pharmacy facility and graduate student housing complex will be a turning point in the revitalization of this neighborhood and this community, the Fairfield neighborhood. We had a very special guest here in town last week, former Columbus Mayor Michael Coleman. And he joined us to be the keynote speaker at the city's Economic Development Summit that was held last Friday. He spoke about the incredible revitalization over Columbus, Ohio over the past 15 plus years, particularly related to The Ohio State University's role and partnership with his administration in that effort. It was a tremendous story with many parallels, albeit on a smaller level, to ours here in Huntington. And while he was here, he met with Mayor Steve Williams and me, and he looked over our plans for this project, and he made a visit to the site. He told us that this site can be and should be, and I quote, ground zero for a wide-scale, long-term effort to help this neighborhood return to prosperity. We can leverage this project along with the resources of our existing health sciences campus and the Cabell Huntington Hospital to reimagine what the Howe-Greer Boulevard corridor can be. Just think, a major regional medical center, a shiny new pharmacy school at the corner of Howe-Greer Boulevard and Charleston Avenue, a new university housing facility right here, a grocery store, a shopping center and restaurants on the North Cop site, and safe, affordable neighborhoods and housing for the people who call Fairfield home. Columbus, Ohio did it. We can do it. What will it take for this to happen? It will take Cabell Huntington Hospital, our university, the city, and the people who live right here in Fairfield stacking hands and working together. It will take thinking outside the box and leaving no stone unturned in the search for creative ways to tackle the obstacles that are certain to arise. Got a little wind over here. It won't be easy, and it may not be quick, but it can and it will happen. You've got to believe. I believe in Fairfield, I believe in my Huntington, and I believe in Marshall. And I think I can speak for Mayor Steve Williams and say that we are excited and energized and committed in this city. You'll be hearing more about the efforts here today, and I look forward to working with every single person that's here today to accomplish this dream. Anthony Manna from our Signet Partners will be speaking in a few moments, and I want to take just a minute to thank Anthony and everyone at Signet who have been working with us on this project. Their partnership in this development is allowing us to accomplish what we could not do alone. It is an example of the creative approach and thinking we need to be having in our toolbox moving forward to accomplish our goals. So thank you, Tony. Now it's my great pleasure. Thank you, Tony. Now it's my great pleasure to introduce our next speaker, Dean Gail Brazeau of the Marshall University School of Pharmacy. Dean Brazeau is new to the Marshall family, having joined us just a few weeks ago. She is a longtime pharmacy educator and former dean of the University of New England College of Pharmacy in Portland, Maine. Maine. We are thrilled to have her with us. She's come just at the right time. I think it's going to be an exciting new adventure for her as she takes this School of Pharmacy forward. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Brazeau to the podium.
Wow, what an exciting day for the School of Pharmacy, School of Medicine, and Marshall University. As we move forward to the next phase of advancing outstanding professional education in pharmacy and medicine, and in providing our pharmacy students with a first-class educational facility. More importantly, we're offering our medical and our pharmacy students and their families a great opportunity to provide an area where pharmacy students and medical students can live and learn together. Today is an exciting day because it's the result of creative, innovative thinking of the many committed educators and practitioners and those and others in this community. This next advancement is transformative in its continuing our vision to provide outstanding learning and living facilities, environments for our students. But this achievement could not have been done without the help of many others. This achievement would have not been possible without the vision of our late Marshall University President, Stephen J. Kopp, our interim Marshall University President, Gary C. White, our current Marshall President, Jerome A. Gilbert, my colleague and new friend, Dean Joseph Shapiro of the School of Medicine, our founding dean, Dean Kevin Yingling, our interim dean, Brian Gallagher, and of course, the continued leadership and vision of the Marshall University Board of Governors. This partnership of the Marshall University with Signet LLC represents another dynamic advancement in the exciting renaissance of our Huntington community. I'm very excited to be in Huntington and be part of this at this time in our history. This milestone achievement also represents an outstanding collaboration with our local home architectural team of Edward Tucker architects, led by Edward Tucker, Phoebe Patton Randolph, and Nathan Randolph. We are also truly thankful for the past and future efforts of our construction partner, P.J. Dick Construction. The design and building of any new building represents many, many, many collective hours of work by these dedicated individuals, as well as the continued efforts and leadership team and faculty members in the School of Pharmacy. We at the School of Pharmacy are truly excited as we move into this next great adventure. The proximity of the School of Pharmacy to our colleagues in the School of Medicine, Cabell Huntington Hospital, and the Marshall campus will enable enhanced interprofessional education and clinical opportunities for our students in all the health professions. In addition, this new building provides an excellent platform to advance the outstanding research and scholarly efforts of the faculty and students in the School of Pharmacy, and will allow for additional collaborations with faculty members and clinicians at Marshall University and Marshall Health. I am truly excited about the opportunity for pharmacy and medical students to be a part of the renaissance in our Huntington community, for they will bring and enhance the level of commitment and dedication to this neighborhood and to the city of Huntington. The importance of this academic building, combined with these living spaces, I think can be summarized in the words of Sam Walton, who reminded us that we're all working together. That's the secret. I would suggest that in this situation and time, it becomes essential for all of us to work together, thus enabling us always to learn with and from each other, with the ultimate focus through education and research of enhancing the care of patients and their families and improving the well-being of our community of Huntington and beyond. It is truly an exciting day, and we're blessed to be here. It is now my great honor and privilege to introduce my distinguished colleague and new friend, Dr. Joseph Superior, President and Dean of the Joan C. Edwards School of Medicine.
Thanks, Gail. I'll keep my remarks brief, which would then lead me to say, let me have the second carousel, please. But no one knows what a carousel is anymore, so what can I tell you? It used to be a joke, anyway. This was a project that rattled around for quite a while, and there was clearly need for this dating back to well before I came some 6.5 years ago. To be frank, a number of efforts were attempted and stalled, and I kind of looked at this project as moribund until Gary White invited me to his office to look over some architectural drawings that showed how we could probably do something like this if we could find a building partner to come along with us. And because of the genius of Gary, we got this project restarted, and Leighton Cottrell, Kevin Yingling, and others kept pushing it through and bring us to this day where we're at today, where we're going to break ground, which is really, really exciting. I want to emphasize that this project in no way undermines our relationship with the VA Medical Center. VA Medical Center is our partner in education and clinical care, and the School of Medicine and the School of Pharmacy absolutely need the teaching space and clinical laboratory space that we have out at the VA Medical Center. So my cry out to my colleagues at the VA is, don't do anything with that space. We're going to need every square inch of it. It's an exciting time. It's an expansion for us. It's growth. It's going to revitalize the neighborhood, and I couldn't be happier to be part of it. Without further ado, let me turn it over to someone who's going to explain what we're actually going to do, Mr. Manna from Signet.
My name is Tony Manna with Signet, and I want to start by thanking everyone who gathered to join us on this great occasion to celebrate the groundbreaking for the Marshall School of Pharmacy and Graduate Student Housing Projects. Today, we celebrate the start of the development of 2 world-class additions to Marshall University's Life Sciences campus, designed to enhance downtown Huntington. This initiative represents the latest step forward for Signet to partner strategically with a prestigious institution such as Marshall University, which is steeped in tradition and history, to help deliver transformative change to its learning community. In celebration of that, we want to thank President Gilbert, the Marshall Board of Governors, especially Christy Kinsey and David Hayden, the entire project committee, Leighton Cottrell, and for your collective vision for the project and for your leadership in the past year. A special thanks does go out to Dr. Joe Shapiro and Dr. Kevin Yingling for your focused vision, tireless pursuit and collaboration in getting these projects approved and off the ground. Thank you to our design partners at Edward Tucker Architects and Perkins & Will for designing these 2 state-of-the-art facilities in the most efficient, cost-effective way possible. And thank you to our construction partners at PJ Dick, who we know will work hard to complete the projects on time and on budget. We are truly delighted to have this opportunity to collaborate with such terrific partners to bring such an important assets to downtown Huntington. And thanks to the entire Signet team, including my partners Ken Chrismath and Mark Core, Jason Perry, Kevin Belt, Alex Kincaid, and everyone else in our organization who has and will continue to work tirelessly on this project. We at Signet feel very honored to work with Marshall in bringing transformative change to its life sciences campus and the hearts and minds of all the students who will learn here and benefit. We believe and hope that these projects will have a lasting, indelible imprint on Marshall's faculty and student body and improve the quality of lives for its alumni and the greater downtown Huntington community for generations to come. These projects represent the best of what a public-private partnership should be, and we are excited to help the university achieve its goal and vision. We will deliver for you. Thank you very much.